Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to take a moment and think about your life right now. The way you're living, the way you think, and the actions you take each day, they're all a reflection of the standards you've set for yourself. And let me tell you something, you are not bound by the circumstances of your life, but by the standards you've chosen to live by. It's time to raise your standards, because the truth is, most people live a life dictated by the lowest possible standards based on what they think is good enough, but the moment you decide to change your standards, your life will change forever. Raise your standards, it's about demanding more from yourself. Too many people settle for mediocrity, accepting their current circumstances as good enough, but what if good enough isn't good enough for you anymore? What if you could push yourself further, get outside your comfort zone, and elevate your life in every way? The first step in raising your standard is recognizing that you deserve more. You deserve to experience life at its fullest potential. Your standards are the rules by which you live. And let me ask you, do you want to live a life dictated by other people's expectations, or do you want to create your own standards, your own rules? The reality is this: if you don't raise your standards, life will raise them for you, usually in the form of challenges, pain, and struggle. But why wait for life to throw you a curveball when you can choose to live a life of purpose, of passion, of greatness every single day? Decide what you will tolerate. The moment you decide you will no longer tolerate mediocrity, you will no longer tolerate negativity, you will no longer tolerate negativity, you will no longer tolerate excuses, that is when change happens. Raise your standards by deciding to be your best version physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Change your identity. One of the most powerful shifts you can make is a shift in your identity. Who are you now and who do you want to become? If you want to raise your standards, you must adopt the identity of the person who lives that standard. Your identity is the foundation of everything you do. Once you see yourself as someone who is capable of more, capable of greatness, your actions will align with that new self-image. Set non-negotiable rules for yourself. Raise your standards by setting non-negotiable rules for your life. Decide that you won't let anything stop you from living the life you truly deserve. Set rules for your health, your relationships, your career, and your personal growth. These are your life's boundaries. Don't let anyone, including yourself, convince you to settle for less than what you are capable of achieving. Make your commitment unbreakable. The key to raising your standards is making a commitment that is unbreakable. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have all the answers, but you must be committed to growth, committed to achieving greatness, committed to living your best life no matter what. Make that commitment today. Decide that you are no longer willing to accept anything less than the best version of yourself. Embrace the power of consistency. It's easy to be excited at the beginning, but to truly raise your standards, you must be consistent. The small daily actions you take day in and day out will compound over time. Success is not a matter of doing things once in a while. It's about doing things consistently. When you raise your standards, your actions must follow through with discipline, persistence, and focus. Remember, it's not about what you feel like doing today. It's about who you are becoming. You have the power to shape your future by raising the bar for yourself. Don't let your comfort zone dictate your life. Push past your fears, your doubts, and your limitations, because you are capable of so much more than you think. Just believe in your unlimited potential. Finally, understand this: you have limitless potential. The only thing standing between you and the success you desire is your standards. Raise your standards and your life will elevate in ways you never thought possible. You can have the health, wealth, relationships, and life you've always dreamed of, but it starts with raising your standards and making a commitment to yourself that you will never settle for less again. The power is in your hands. You are in control of your destiny. When you raise your standards, you raise your life. And that is the greatest gift you can give yourself. So today, make the decision to raise your standards, because when you do, the world will meet you at the new level you set for yourself. The best is yet to come. Raise your standards, the key to unlocking your full potential. Raising your standards is one of the most powerful actions you can take to transform your life. It's about refusing to settle for mediocrity and instead setting a higher bar for what you accept from yourself and the world around you. When you raise your standards, you make a commitment to demand more, not just in your career, but in every area of your life. This shift in mindset can be the catalyst for monumental change, pushing you toward greatness and unlocking your true potential. The concept of raising your standards involves making a conscious decision to no longer accept less than your best. It's about choosing to operate at a higher level, whether it's in your personal health, relationships, finances, or career. This process begins with acknowledging that you are capable of achieving more than you currently are. The challenge for many is that they allow life's obstacles, fear of failure, or past experiences to dictate their current level of effort and success. By raising your standards, you are taking control of your narrative, choosing not to be limited by past experiences or current circumstances. When you raise your standards, you set a new baseline for how you want to live and how you expect to be treated. This mindset shift forces you to act with more purpose, determination, and focus. For example, if you raise your standards in your health, you will stop making excuses for poor eating habits or skipping workouts. You'll treat your body with respect, fueling it with nutritious foods, getting enough sleep, and making exercise a priority. If you raise your standards in your relationships, you will no longer tolerate toxic behavior or allow negativity to enter your life. You will surround yourself with people who support, challenge, and inspire you. Raising your standards also involves redefining what success looks like for you. Rather than measuring success by external validation or comparisons to others, you begin to define it based on your own values and goals. You will stop looking for shortcuts and focus on the long-term process of growth and improvement. This shift can be uncomfortable at first, but it is necessary for lasting change. It requires discipline, consistency, and an unwavering belief that you deserve the best. In essence, raising your standards is about creating a new version of yourself. It's about growing into the person who is capable of achieving your biggest dreams and overcoming any challenges that come your way. When you make this commitment, you'll start to see not only the world around you change, but also your confidence, your resilience, and your capacity for success grow exponentially. Personal growth, the foundation of lasting transformation. Personal growth is the ongoing process of improving yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically through self-awareness, learning, and the willingness to evolve. It's a journey that doesn't have a final destination, but rather a continuous cycle of development that allows you to unlock your fullest potential. When you focus on personal growth, you invest in the most important asset you have, yourself. This investment doesn't just change you, it changes the way you interact with the world around you, the way you approach challenges, and the way you seize opportunities. The foundation of personal growth lies in the understanding that change is possible, and it starts with a deep sense of self-awareness. To grow, you must first know who you are, your strengths, weaknesses, fears, and desires. This awareness allows you to identify areas in your life that need attention, improvement, or transformation. It's through this self-awareness that you begin to recognize patterns of thought or behavior that may be limiting you, and most importantly, you gain the insight to challenge them. True personal growth requires introspection and a commitment to understanding yourself on a deeper level. Once you have that clarity, the next step is to embrace learning. Growth comes from a willingness to expand your knowledge, skills, and mindset. This could mean seeking out new experiences, reading books, taking courses, or finding mentors who can guide you. It's essential to approach learning with an open mind, understanding that every experience, whether it's a success or failure, offers valuable lessons. A growth mindset, as defined by psychologist Carol Dweck, is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. When you adopt this mindset, you are more likely to see challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles, and you'll push through adversity with resilience and determination. Personal growth also involves the cultivation of emotional intelligence. Being emotionally intelligent means understanding and managing your emotions, as well as empathizing with others. This emotional awareness is crucial for building strong relationships, managing stress, and making better decisions. As you work on developing your emotional intelligence, you will learn how to respond to situations with greater calm, patience, and understanding. It's about mastering your inner world so that you can navigate the outer world with confidence and clarity. Another key aspect of personal growth is the ability to take consistent, deliberate action. Knowledge without action is useless. Growth is achieved through the steps you take every day to move closer to your goals. Whether it's working on your health, advancing in your career, or strengthening your relationships, it's the daily, incremental changes that compound over time to create real transformation. Ultimately, personal growth is about evolving into the best version of yourself. It's about pushing past limitations, overcoming self-doubt, and living a life aligned with your highest values and aspirations. When you invest in personal growth, you unlock your true potential and become capable of achieving things you once thought were impossible. The process may be challenging, but the rewards, greater fulfillment, success, and happiness are more than worth it. Unbreakable commitment, the key to achieving your goals. Unbreakable commitment is the foundation upon which all success is built. It is the unwavering determination and dedication to achieve your goals, Regardless of obstacles, setbacks, or challenges that may arise, commitment is the force that propels you forward when motivation fades, the force that keeps you going when things get tough. It's not simply about wanting something, it's about making a promise to yourself that you will do whatever it takes to make it happen and following through on that promise no matter what.